What's up, guys? It's been a while. It's been a while. Um, and I just got done reading Caged Warrior by Alan Lawrence Sitomer, if that's how you pronounce it. Obviously, if anyone knows me personally, they know I really love combat sports, MMA, boxing. I just like anything where two people are just fighting each other. I've always just liked it. If motherfuckers are fighting on the bus, I'm in. No, I'm kidding. It's funny. I actually almost saw a fight today on the bus too. But it's an MMA book, and obviously, man, I really like nonfiction. So when I first saw this, I actually saw this in the nonfiction section of a unique thrift store. I immediately looked it up on Amazon because I one of my things when I always go to the thrift store is I'm always hoping I find a book about boxing or MMA. Usually about boxing. I have not read many MMA books, but I almost like never find anything. I don't think I've ever actually found anything. But I love just like books about boxing, MMA. I love all that shit. But yeah, but I found this. It was not nonfiction. It wasn't like a history book. It wasn't someone's biography. It's just a story. It's a fiction story about a kid who is essentially forced into being a mixed martial artist, competing at these like illegal underground fight nights every Saturday by his dad, who he refers to as basically like his pimp, essentially, like just fucking making him fight. So his dad collects, a couple G's and gives him like 300 measly bucks, even though he's the one in there, going through it. And the book kind of starts off a little corny, I'm not gonna lie. It's just like just little terms like, oh, I hit him with an elbow smash. It just sounds corny, you know what I mean? But it's weird how like good the story actually kind of is. Like I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was kind of like a typical like, yeah, I'm from the rough streets and like I have no choice and no way out. Kind of corny, like kind of like how what an MMA movie is a lot of times. Like if you've ever seen the movie Warrior or like Never Back Down, like kind of like that. Like he's an outsider loner and he's just like this beast in the cage and like no one understands him. But honestly, like, if I loved it now and I'm 25, if I had read this at like 16, I probably would have also really loved it, maybe even more. But I won't spoil too much for you. But essentially by the end of the book, there is like this really weird twist, whereas like, organized crime was an element throughout the whole book. It like really becomes like a part of the storyline at the end. And there's a sequel to this book that I'm totally gonna read called Noble Warrior. Honestly, it was a good book. I'm surprised more people don't know about it. Probably because I don't know. I was gonna say probably because it came out in 2014, but that's probably not the reason either. But it's a good book. I would totally recommend it, especially if you like MMA or boxing, combat sports in general. Sorry, I'm a little sick. I have allergies, because it's just interesting. It's topical. Like I said, it was perfect for me, so I would totally recommend it, and I'm definitely gonna read the sequel. Peace. Also, a nice, easy read too. So it probably take you a couple days if you're pressed for time. It's a easy read. Only like this one was 206. This version at least is 216 pages. So I'd recommend 4 out of 5. Wasn't a 5 out of 5 because it's a little corny sometimes. But other than that, honestly, great story.